Alright, hey everybody. We've got ourselves something slightly different here. Random faction selection. Otherwise, the game is pretty usual. Hey, Deranged. Yeah, I've got somewhere to be at 10 today. Yeah, it was random faction selection, so this is what we get. Something a little bit gross. But to be honest, this is a pretty strong table. So I don't mind a little bit of chaos at a table where there are players that are definitely stronger than me. Helps the chances a little bit, you know? Landscapes are on. Yep. And we are in second seat here. So let me look at the setup a minute. I'm just finishing up something right here. Okay. I've looked at the setup not at all, but whatever it is, I'm sure Darklings are fine. I tend to be pretty decent with Darklings anyhow. Okay, let's actually look at the setup here. So, we've got big buildings around 1, towns around 6, temples and big buildings around 5 and 4. So around 6, 5, and 4 are where I tend to look to see whether it's going to be a high-scoring game. Hard to say here. Around 6 towns are very high-scoring, but late temples and big buildings not so much. As far as like starting here, well, let's look at the bonus tiles. What's missing? We got no worker power, no big building, and maybe it is a little bit too early for me to be streaming. What's the last one? No big building, no priest, no worker power. Alright, so good starting tiles, quote-unquote good starting tiles, are slightly limited. We've got the spade, temp ship. In this case, maybe the 1 worker tile. Otherwise, it's pretty much coins here. Engineers in first seat will have access to double dig over halflings. Witches could start temp ship if they wanted to, which they probably want to. They could also start spade. One of the benefits of witches starting temp ship here is that they can secure their hexes against engineers. So I think the faction that I'm looking to stay most away from here is engineers. I suspect they're the 40 faction. Darklings starting before halflings here. Halflings can't be too bad, right? Just in terms of having a half-decent start. They might get the spade, which would be great. They're going to start on this middle hex here, which once I turn on hex numbers, I'll be able to tell you what it's called. They'll be able to start on E6, which should be a decent amount of leech. I gotta figure that they'll have neighbor from all 3 other factions over here. Maybe not Darklings, depending. Range says lost a game with Cultists versus Orin. Once when Orin placed not E9. Okay, yeah. This E9 placement from green against gray really kind of blocks their expansion path. Them and Engis both do better. Paid 20 plus when Cultists couldn't keep up. Yeah, that's the nightmare scenario. Engis can start C5 if they want. Up top. Yeah, C5, maybe temp ship. No, they're not going to get temp ship. But regardless, it's interesting. I think I still like Darklings here. I guess Halflings could get left out of a little bit of a... Well, I was going to say there might be lead happening D7, E9, E10 if Darklings start up there. But that's strictly good for Halflings. That means Halflings can start F5 and end up with G5 themselves. I am kind of just blindly bidding Darklings still. But they generate their own points. Around 6 times is still good for them. It's not as good as it is for Witches, but it's solid. I had my music situation reset, by the way, so if the music is too loud or even close to it, please do let me know. Or if it's entirely inaudible, it's a better problem to have, but still would like to have it be a little bit better. Alright, so benefits of Witches here. They're definitely going to get a free worker off of this round 1 cult bonus. They could very easily get at least 1 spade off this round 3 cult bonus. And they've got a lot of flexibility. They could start with a spade or a dwelling rush. They could start with a temple or a stronghold. So I understand why people are bidding Witches. I'm not very good with Witches, and playing them against engineers still kind of scares me. So I think they've got to go temp ship, right? Otherwise engineers can pull some shenanigans with temp ship. Some considerations. If Witches take the spade, what do you want for Halflings? If Witches take the spade, I was thinking probably the 4 coins and a cold stuff for Halflings. They can bump up on... Go 1 more on Darklings here. They can bump up on air, get that bonus worker, and they're just going to get a ton of leech anyways. Where does each faction get towns? Who can win compete on network cults? All very good questions. So I think engineers I would normally think of as the most the most network competitive here. Unless Witches start Stronghold, then it's pretty close in my mind. However, they're really nasty, ugly kind of color neighbors here. I think engineers are going to stuck playing some kind of weird tall game. Okay, so we do have a jump over to Halflings. I'll follow on that. Somehow I didn't want to be the first one. I'll follow on that if I get a chance. Wonder if 3 on 30 will jump to engineers here. But could Edgies then get temp ship? Oh, if Witches take the spade, yeah. Yeah, they could. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I would take temp ship with Halflings. Then engineers could always just snag the, double dig for Halflings doesn't seem like a great option here. First of all, because it's entirely possible Darklings start E5, G5, which means that if you double dig these 2 yellow hexes, one of them will have to be left open for Darklings. Just not great. Secondly, I think that if, as Halflings, I grab temp ship, then I think the shipping tile is just as appealing to engineers for the power, and they'll just take double spade anyhow. That's my thought. Hey Hubert, why random faction selection? Random faction selection because that is the table that 3 on 20 set up here, and it is the first table that popped. But it's interesting. Yeah, it was the game that was available. 3 on 30 Mike Crickens. Yeah. So I set up a game that 3 on 20 joined, and then they set up their own game. And this is the one that popped first. So it's a pretty competitive table. I mean, Boop McBookface is rated a little bit lower than me, but otherwise I'm the lowest rated player at this table. Dongi Chot is I don't think this ELO represents how strong they have been or can be or are. So. Folks are thinking a lot. I mean, I still don't think I would hate to be Darklings here. They've got inherent scoring. I think Sanctuary round 1 is a little bit too much to ask for, but otherwise the track is fine for them. Could delay the Sanctuary to around 5 if I had something else going on well. Around 4, excuse me, to score it there. I am sorry, folks. I have to step away for a couple minutes here. I'll be right back. I'm going to be playing from my phone so I don't hold up the game here. One moment. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. I'm back. Let's see what I missed here. What's your game plan for Darklings? Not saying they're wrong, just curious how the setup would go. Yeah, so, good question. So for Darklings, I think I'm going to place my first dwelling as Darklings on G5 in all likelihood. I don't think that I plan to connect as Darklings here. Actually, that's interesting. Maybe starting B5 as Darklings isn't terrible here. No, not with Temp Chip in the game, I don't think. Because I'd want to beat Halflings to A7 if I did that. Yeah, I mean, I somehow think of E5, G5 as the sort of standard Darklings starting spots in this kind of matchup. Wow, Halfling's already down to 30, that's a bummer. I don't think I'm ready to jump to Engineers yet. This looks really ugly for Engineers. They're not going to get in a great round 1 starting tile. All of their territory is going to be gobbled up by witches. Maybe as Engineers you play crazy and put your first dwelling on F1 to invite the Halfling's neighbor. But I don't think... Darkling's neighbor? I think Darklings are more likely than Halflings to want to go up there. I don't think either is going to touch that, though. Plus, if witches start F2 for some reason, then you're still screwed. It is starting to feel like a lot to pay for Darklings, particularly when I don't have a plan, but I'm going to go one more. Because, I don't know, I can't imagine Halflings being better than them here somehow. Darklings is just such a robust faction. And I've overbid Halflings in a couple of setups recently. And had too much faith in their abilities here. I guess this all swings pretty heavily depending on starting locations. So witches I would expect to put their first dwelling on F4. I guess they're in the 4th seat, so they're going to place both dwellings back to back. I sort of think F4 E9 makes the most sense here. Start on Temp Ship. If you start on Temp Ship, you can claim G3. Hopefully take a single dig onto C5 if the single dig's available and if engineers aren't there. And then spam out a bunch of dwellings to sort of secure your territory. If engineers start C5, I think still doing a... at that point, I think going for the workers action. Trying to start Stronghold in a couple of dwellings could be good. Would that be 6, 7, 8, 9? So that you could start Stronghold 4 dwellings, I think, by the end of round 1. As witches, but witches are just bid so far here to have an engineer color neighbor. But in terms of town space, I mean, they got F4, G3, H4, that can be Sanctuary Town down there. Or just another bridge town. I don't know if they're making it down to G6 before Darklings are. So that town space looks potentially sketchy. They would need E10 or D7. I guess they would just need D7 and C5. But I don't know. Depending on where engineers start, that could be a 3-hex town as well. I understand these witches bids because they have such a flexible opening options, and because the round 1 and round 3 bonuses are pretty good for them. If it's Stronghold, Southeast could happen. Yeah, that's a good point. So witches can fly to I-11, take H8, I-10, do stuff down here. Yeah, witches really do have a lot of options. Round 6 towns for witches is just great. They can take their time just securing their hexes round by round, building their economy, get points where they can, and then just explode at the end. It's a very fun way to play. Well, at this point, Halflings are only within 1 point of Darklings. I wonder if anybody's considering jumping to Engineers. Like, what would I even do as Engineers here? I guess as Engineers, maybe you would have to either play Culty or kind of lean into the Stronghold with the Bridges option, plus your sort of starting VP buffer. You could build a Stronghold round 4 during the Stronghold event. But I don't know. I'm not really sure how to evaluate Darklings versus Halflings versus Witches here in terms of points. So Witches do seem kind of fun, actually. Even if I'm a little bit worried about town space, it could be a good learning experience for me to actually have to make Witches work in this way. Play with a little bit of pressure from Engineers. Yeah, what are Engineers doing here? It does kind of feel like you may need to take temp ships, since Engi's opening with Dig on G3 feels hilariously bad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think at this point in the auction, everybody has probably, I hope, seen that. Because that's how I'm thinking of this. This is just a dwelling rush for witches. Or else you get on temp ship, and like I said, you could always do Stronghold opening. Which might be better. Stronghold round 1. Temple either round 2 or 3. There are plenty of coins in the games. And actually this round 5 temple event means that playing Cultic gives you an influx of coins going into the final round. Which I kind of like for Halflings, actually. I feel like of all of these factions, it sort of helps them all out, but I don't know. This Witch's bidding relies so heavily on getting like 3 round 6 towns, I think. I think Halflings could start double temple here. They kind of only want to do that if they're first to pass in the following round. Ah, that's pretty bad, probably. I'm just trying to think, like, what the cults are going to look like here. The cult rewards are solid. We've got workers and spades. Priests round 2 can be valuable too. So playing culty could have benefits here, because none of these factions are necessarily culty. Halflings get spade. Yeah. So if witches do start temp ship, Halflings get spade. That's very nice for them. In that case, I think I'm still starting E6, F5 as Halflings. And then I'm planning to dig G5 to get access to G5 and H7. So I'd probably open Temple 3 dwellings. And at that point, you could plan to get on your second action, you could try to take a power action. So either snag the coins, help out your following rounds, or snag the priest and send to air could be really great. Since there is no priest bonus tile. Yeah, you just never know. So, but this is a pretty strong table. I don't know. I'd be surprised if a lot of the things we've been talking about have not been going through most of or all of their heads as well. So, I'm going to stay on Halflings here. I'm not going to bid Halflings below Darklings or Witches, and I'm probably not going to bid them below 20. Mostly out of impatience. I don't think I'm going to want the auction to go that long. At that point, maybe I jump on Engineers with a 20-point buffer. I think we're going to plan to play Halflings here and hope for the Spade round 1, unless anything else comes up. Been evaluating this in the meantime, and consider playing Culty too. Depending on, as Angie's, I would feel sad, says 3 on 20. Yeah, this is a bit rough. Well, random faction selection will do that. I mean, dwarves would be just as sad, so nothing to be done about it. I'm going to do something that's kind of stupid, but I know I'm bidding on Halflings. I'm going to take a minute to do it so it looks like I'm still thinking. Because I am going to still think through the setup. I'm just not really questioning my bid on Halflings. So, yeah, as Halflings, I think you can get a pretty easy third or maybe even second on network. Darklings don't connect. Oh yeah, so I was talking about spading G5. I don't think that's an option for Halflings, but securing G4 is pretty good. Last person to be spiked to the school sword. Okay, now place this bid. Yeah, it looks a bit ugly for Engineers. I think that either Bookface or Dongy Chote's going to end up with them. I think Dongy Chote could jump and have a cool game plan that they've come up with. This game is a good case for fact auction in live games. Yeah, I had maybe random faction selection and fast auction is actually a fun combo, because I don't mind random faction selection. This is about as bad as that gets. You could end up with a super sandwich, but even so. Yeah, it seems like the valuations have stayed pretty similar, like Witches, Halflings, Darklings have all been kind of within a similar distance from one another throughout the bidding. And I think it's the one thing people are sure about is that they don't really want Engineers. But I think Dongy Chote might be tempted here. What if you started round 1 with the Stronghold as Engineers here? That's terrible, but there isn't even a Stronghold tile in the game. Like, literally, I'm not sure what else you would do. I guess you could start Temp... Well, no, you're not going to get Temp Ship. I guess you could start Double Dig. Secure G6. I mean, Engineers can escape here if they put their landscape on either G6 or I11. But it's not a sure thing that they're going to beat Darklings to G6 unless they take it first action, and that feels pretty underwhelming. And it's also not a sure thing that they're going to beat Stronghold Witches to I11. Witches do get their Stronghold up. But yeah, we are 30 minutes into this game, and I've got about an hour 45 left, so I should be safe, but I do gotta go somewhere after that, so we'll just see. Yeah, I mean, G6 landscape isn't good. I agree. I'm just trying to think about what you would even do. Alright, well, Dongy Chote's gonna figure it out. So we're hoping for the spade here. I'm gonna turn animations on if they're not. I like animations. Makes it easy to follow what's happening. So all the starting placements are exactly what we expect. I'm going to place F5 entirely, expecting Darklings on G5. I am in third seat here as Halfling, so it's not going to be quite the Leech bonanza for me that I'm hoping for, probably. But Bookface is thinking about this, so we'll see if they go E10 maybe. That would be a gift for me, to be honest. Although that they could feasibly connect if they did that, or same thing, they could be considering B5 like I was initially talking about. I don't know if that's any good. They go E10. So that is, I think that is a real gift for me. Yeah, so I wonder if, so 3 on 30 is on Wishes here. I wonder if they sort of punish me by not starting temp chip. I think they still gotta start temp chip though. Yeah, this looks very good for halflings here. So as my first action, almost no matter what, I'm going to be upgrading E6. I guess it's possible that engineers could try to start the leech party over here. In which case, if everybody's upgrading there... Okay, so witches do start spade. Ugh, yeah. So what am I hoping for here? I guess I'm just going to be able to take the single spade action. I think that's probably still my best opening. I think witches might get punished here. I'm not going to take temp ship. And I think that... because I don't care about double dig as much here. Maybe I do, huh? No, because I'm not going to get double dig. Engineers will take the other power tile in most cases. Drain says witches can buy priest. Yeah, that looks pretty good for them. Where the heck are they even going to speed? Oh, they buy priest, upgrade ship. Still do the dwelling rush. Yeah, we're going to hope that engineers take temp ship. I think I'm just going to take coins and a cold step here. Can't think about it forever. It's going to be a free worker. It's 4 coins. It's feasible I could have the fastest round 1 here and get enough lead for double dig round 2. This isn't the blowout game that I think I was hoping for, though. So we'll see how it goes. I'm also... it's possible that witches snag G2 before I do. So that's something to consider. I mean, G5 gives me a better economic opening here. Let's see that double dig. He's going to snag G3, I hope. So what I have to decide is if I do get single spade, where it's going. Yeah, right. So engineers have tempo on double spade either way. Nope, they're thinking about it. Maybe they're just going to upgrade E7 here. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, well this all looks a little better for engineers than anticipated. So I guess Boop McBooface is... I'm not sure what they're thinking here. But I think that if engineers get a spade, they're going to spade D4. So I am going to upgrade here for lead from engineers and engineers again. Witches do in fact take the priest. They're going to be upgrading their shipping. But they're going to have to hard dig. Because I think Dongashot's taking double dig here, taking G3. And then I'm going to take single spade. But witches are on the spade tile, right? I remember that now. Thanks, Strange. Okay, so I get it then. And they've got the extra coins from the spade, so this still looks pretty fine for them. But their F4 dwelling's going to look pretty isolated. I guess that means that they have to prioritize D6. So I did make a good choice here in upgrading E6, I think. I think this is more leech than if I had upgraded F5. Darklings are just going to probably upgrade for a temple here. So I'm going for a temple and some dwellings. What favor tile do I want here? Darklings take the workers. That makes sense. They want a temple. And a dwelling, I suppose. So the Spade Axe is not under threat. I'm not going to take Earth 1 here because I don't think witches are going to prioritize it anyways. I think I might regret it, but I think I might go Air 2 here. In any case, I'm going to secure G5 right now. And worry about town space on G2, F3 later. Because I think... I'm talking myself into taking F3. So I have tempo on G2. It's not as good. I'll make it work. I'll make it work here. I want to start with boosting my worker economy as much as I can. So we'll see what comes back. But I'm getting at least 2 more leech here. Possibly 4. So if I do get an upgrade from witches on F4, wow, witches send their priests to air. That's pretty wild. So what are they going to do? Are they going to spade... So they are going to spade G2 probably. Or D7? I have no idea what's happening. Drain says, I suspect it's between you and Engis they can now connect with landscape. Yeah, this Darkling start... I mean, Darklings are still Darklings. We've got a similar amount of points. But I don't think they're going to compete on network. But I'm very puzzled by this Witches start. So I guess Witches are going to start with a Stronghold. Yeah, so Witches must be going for a Stronghold now. Which means they're going to start Strongholds, maybe fly to C3. And then spade D5. That involves a worker conversion. Alright, well, Darklings rush Earth 1. I think almost no matter what, I'm building this hex out. So I want to see if witches upgrade the Stronghold next to me, so I get more leech. F4. Because I think they are going Stronghold at this point. And they do. So now that I know I'm getting this leech, I can plan my options for next round a little bit better. I guess I am having a pretty slow round here, huh? Who am I passing after? I'm passing after Darklings, who are on the coins. Who are already ready to pass here. So Darklings are going to pass on their next action. I think Engis will as well. Maybe they'll take the coins if I upgrade. Which means that I'm definitely third to pass. What does that leave me with? Power tile, I guess? I'm gonna bump air for the worker. I feel like I've kind of already committed to this maximizing my round 1. And that's a part of that. I'm bumping air there because it gives me workers off of cult bonus. So now this is the power situation that I expect to continue having here going into the next round. So I think engineers are passing first, darklings are passing second. Oh, I guess no, engineers got leech from witches, so they might take the coins action here. Here are 2 engineers, yeah. That's cool. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Maybe they go... Yeah, so... Okay, so engineers are just gonna go on the dwelling style. That makes a lot of sense once they've taken Air 2. So they're going double dig. However, I think that witches are just gonna claim C3 here. So I guess what I'm expecting is that C3 gets blocked by witches, and engineers have to double dig G6. Which means I'm getting more leech. So witches have, I think, 2 more actions. So no matter what, I don't think I can stall them out. So I think I'm just passing on to coins here. Next round... Oh, I could be water 2 halflings. That seems stupid. But I could. It would allow me to stall them out for the spade. If I take coins and I go water 2, and I stall out halflings for the spade, then I end next round with 2 temples, 2 temples and 3 dwellings. That sounds fun. It sounds bad, right? Because then I think I'm taking Earth 1 next round, so then all I am is I'm Water 2, Earth 1. Who else is going culty here, though? Who's a worker and 4 power from that? Oh, so you're thinking I'm definitely going Air 2. I mean, that was the original plan. Okay, no matter what, I'm going to upgrade Temple here. That does give witches access to coins. So if I want coins, I'd have to take them now. I don't want coins. I'm getting coins on the pass tile. So I'm going with the Temple. Witches are happy. Engineers are happy. Everybody gets their leech. So all that Air 2 lets me do next round is get another worker and threaten. No, Air 2 gets me a spade that round too. I think I am going Air 2 here. It's possible I should have gone. It should is a strong word, but it's possible that pass for coins. This looks pretty good for me. It's possible that the other one I was considering was Air 2. Was Earth 2. Yep, so witches do the worker conversion. So they've got a nice start, and they're going to be able to pass on those 4 coins that I left for them. This is the music I've been using. I'm going to link it after. It just seemed like it was getting a little bit loud. Okay. Dongy Trust says no conversions on. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, so they had auto leech on. Are my settings where they need to be? They are. That's rough, so they just lost a couple of points for no reason. But they'll be maxed out on power going to next round. Could be worse. So I think we're getting a double dig on G6 here, which means I should have actually converted down as well. Darkling's advanced shipping. So they're on 2 ship now. I was not paying nearly enough attention to that. So they're going to claim B3, A8, C1. So they're doing alchemist things here, which means I don't have to worry about my hexes. They're going north, I'm going south, so that's already decided here. So I think I want single spade. I might single spade F3 and leave it. I think witches are still interested in G2 though, right? Alright, what am I doing this round? I've got a minute left. I'm thinking slow here. So I'm going to get the first priest off to one of these cults. I want to get a temple. I'm still going to have the slowest round I can, not for tempo reasons, but just for maximizing my stuff reasons. Although that juicy spade is available. I think, what's more important, the spade or the priest? I think I'm going to spade here. And not build. Because I don't want to give witches the leech. I want to try to snag that coins action from them. Doreen says, love the Starklings plan. Yeah, there's plenty of coins. They're going to be able to claim their territory in the north. They're probably going to be able to beat witches to B5. Unless witches really prioritize it. I guess that's pretty important for witches because, yeah, we'll see. So now engineers will probably take the coins action. Yeah, this is cool, very cool from Darklings. They're not going to worry about getting their sanctuary up this round, I don't think. They're just going to get out their dwellings, score them, probably build the second temple next round to hit that event, and then they can go sanctuary round 4. So very cool. But I think I want either the priest or the coins, whichever come back to me. I think we have temple for Earth 1 here. I'm probably going to temple H7. Because I think engineers are more likely to upgrade around me down there. I get more leech that way. So I think I'm going to take either the coins or the priest if either comes back to me. Well, alright, so. And then temple for Earth 1. Build F3. And I guess hope that I'm the only one with power for double dig next round. But I don't know. So I get either coins or priest here. Coins can't be bad, but is it overkill? I think I'm playing culty. Priest is actually quite nice. I'm passing after Darklings. I'm having a much longer round than Darklings. Are witches outlasting me? Maybe not. I think I'm going to take the priest here. Oh, I'm playing really slow. Sorry, guys. Mostly saying sorry to the folks in the game, but might be a little bit slow to watch here as well. So, I think this is probably still Earth 1 from witches. Which means that engineers also have tempo on Earth 1. I sort of didn't think that through. But I'm okay with water 1 here. So I think engineers are worried about securing C2, maybe? No, I guess it's not under threat now. Unless it's first action of next round by witches. That spade is just hanging out there. Ooh, okay. So engineers advanced shipping. So Earth 1 is safe and I'm gonna take it. So this is lovely. I'm gonna be going to next round. I'm gonna have 2 of the 3 spots on cults. Everybody else is upgrading their ships. My southern connection still looks pretty safe, although I don't know how competitive I am for network here. I think I'm hoping witches care to block darklings, and that if they don't, that I can still beat engineers on network. No, I think engineers are in a good place now too. I might be losing network, so playing a little bit culty and leaning into these cult rewards is actually kind of nice. So I guess the question is, do I care enough about this priest bonus to send 2 priests to water? Or am I going to just go with water 1 if I think I'm playing tall anyways? They can connect but don't town in the south, says Deranged. Okay, so witches are going for a bridge there. I sort of lost sight of the fact that this is a dwellings round. I mean, I guess I took the one spade I had access to, but getting on a temp ship for next round could be good for securing territory. We're definitely going at least 1 priest to water here, I think. No, that's not even true, is it? So am I even going to bother to go Earth 1 here? Is it too good for engineers if I don't? I'm still going to build plenty of dwellings, right? But do I care? But do I care? We're going to go priest to Earth to water here. So second priest might go to water, might go to fire. I think if I can get a spade for G4 next round, I might just be towning over there to grab 2 key. Here's that leech I was hoping for. So now I do have to decide which favorite tile I want, because engineers can. Engineers can take the other one. If I go Earth 1, I kind of want to go water 1 here. I think it means that I lose Earth 1. But I get another priest out of it going to next round. I think I'm getting a town next round by building some trading posts. I can pass on the trading post tile. That's going to leave me with no worker economy. Yeah, I guess I am still going to build plenty of dwellings. Yeah, I mean, Earth 1's the sensible thing to do here. Giving it to engineers is a bit of a gift. I can also send the second priest if I really care about that priest. Yeah, engineers played this around knowing that they might not get Earth 1. That's pretty reasonable. Suddenly I'm a little bit out of resources here. So, what's the priority now? We've got a couple of 3 spots open on the cult tracks. So I think G2 is definitely under threat here. I'm not loving my game right now. Let's see. So, witches have 1 action left. I've got 2 actions left. Engineers pass next, so witches could end up. Engineers could end up on a spade. Witches could end up on dwelling scoring, which means I'm getting either coins or trading posts. Coins, trading posts, or temp ship. 4 coins in a cold step, that is. Trading post, bonus tile, or temp ship. All of which are fine for me, I think. Three, 4. Oh, witches pass first. No, they don't. We already discussed this. They've got 1 action left. Well, we'll see how these tiles shake down. Sort of had sense I was going to be the last to pass going to next round anyways. My power situation looks really great going to next round. My coins are looking a little bit tight. Engineers take workers. What can they do with workers? They could bridge. They could do their land bridge thing. Alright, well my options are basically the same still. If I pass now, though, I get double spade. That's nothing. I can't use it anywhere. What am I talking about? The dwelling round. I want dwellings. Dwellings are good. I want points. Some points are good too. So engineers templing water 1, we think. Witches are taking the spade. So we'll see how much leech we expect from Engies here. I think that's just about it, right? Well, our power situation's great. So double dig is still looking likely for us going to next round. So, but I'd rather have the coins in the cult step, the coins, the worker, and potentially some points here. And do I double dig G2? Or do I turn G2 halfway and put down G4? How good is the 2 key town for me? Is anyone else towning next round? I don't think so. I'm passing no matter what, and I'm not doing any conversions unless I'm passing on to temp ship. I think I've lost the thread here a bit. I think that TP tile looks pretty nice, actually. 6 workers. Gives the option to hard dig. I want to And basically all I'm doing is securing these hexes. I don't know. This is tricky. I'm getting a spade going into next round. So I'm gonna want shipping. This feels a bit awkward. Yeah, I'm gonna be short coins. I think this is a good tile to take. Alright, so I think this helps engineers, but that's fine. Whew, alright. Feels a little bit aimless, this game plan. I feel like there was a time when I felt confident with halflings, and now it's feeling a little bit... What am I doing? I guess the south is still pretty safe for connection. Potentially town dreams down there. Yeah, okay. So that does happen. Which means I think I'm advancing ship here. Ah, that's bad. Yikes, well, could have seen that coming. Kind of did see that coming. Bridge and get access? Where would I bridge? I'd have to bridge to G1. Seems ugly. I've got to make a decision. I think I'm going to single spade, even though I have access to double spade. Build the dwelling here. Did I go over time? Hopefully not. So now I still have, alright, gotta think fast here. So I still have 4 power where I can take another power action if I want to. Can upgrade ship and hope for enough leech back to still take double dig. I think engineers would love to have double dig. So who are they getting leech from? It's hard to say. I don't know exactly what Darklings are doing, to be honest. Likewise, witches. Witches have not much left, so they're going to be able to just pass early onto some scoring. I am after witches, which means I could pass onto the spade. So I think a ship upgrade is good for me here. I think if I upgrade ship, I'm hoping to get down into the southern peninsula for next round. Engineers are on 2 ship now, so I might get some of that leech I was hoping for. Their game doesn't look half bad, huh? Got a crazy points lead going into this. If I upgrade ship, I'm just out of coins. I'm gonna be getting power from the Colts and from some leech, we think. Engineers get the power. Man, that's bad. Alright, so engineers have access to double dig if they want it. Witches are getting 2 spades. And a coins action. Man, this is rough. I'm getting the spade though, and I think I want to use it here. Unless I think I want to town through G1, H3. This is so ugly. Okay. I'm gonna bump air. Now we're gonna go first priest to fire. We want that either way. Let all these power actions go, I think. I think I'm getting a decent amount of leash from engineers either way. We got 4 dwellings, so they can... I guess their town space is a little bit awkward down here. But they're on 2 ships, so they can double dig whatever they want. Yeah, so engineers are going to be able to double dig, get out a ton of dwellings here. I guess they've only got 2 coins. Maybe that's their issue. Deranged says we want that bridge town. It's around 6 town scheme. That's a fair point. I was forgetting about that. The next round's big building, so I think looking for a copy of Water 1 next round. If I'm not killing my economy by taking a sanctuary could be good. I could really use a coins action, but witches are getting it next round. I could 2-key town this round. Is that anything? 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts me down to 2 dwellings and the need to double dig next round. But if engineers take double dig now, I don't think they're getting enough to double dig next round anyways, even though I'm giving them power in it. Darkwood's giving them power. They've got unlimited power. But 2-key looks pretty good for me here. I'm gonna get a crazy influx of coins going into the round 6 towns. So I guess securing my town space is the top priority right now. Being mindful of tempo on 2-key town is necessary. Priest action was probably a mistake. This is range, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I got over-focused on the cults. Alright, so we've got a trading post from engineers. And a down conversion. This is unexpected and welcomed. So now my problem is that Darklings could steal G1 from me. I don't know if they'd want to. Whew. Yeah, bridging does seem good here, because otherwise this just isn't a town. Who's done? Witches are super done. Engineers could be done. I think Darklings are gonna upgrade again. So coins continue to be an issue here. But we're getting a lot of leech as anticipated. I'm taking it all. It's only round 3. I've got a scoring favorite tile. I've got inherent scoring. Gotta figure there's ways. There's round 6 towns. Gotta figure there's ways to convert this leech to economy and then eventually points. So, witches fly still. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So I could pass. Pass on to dwellings. Double dig down 2 dwellings. And then have 5, 6, 7, 8. do some conversions to get Sanctuary. I don't know. I really am leaving the south hanging here. I would call this an unconventional game plan from Darklings here. Which is claim A10, so we do think they may block Darklings out of connection entirely. Unless they're looking to get another 3 bridge towns this game. They might be. That's probably good for them. They're going to be beating Darklings on network anyways, right? Alright, well, I could pass on to Temp Ship. Claim G1, H5. I think pass on to Temp Ship looks pretty good here. So 1, 2, 3, I'm going to have 7. So this gives me the ability to take 2 more each. That seems about right. My thinking with taking Temp Ship is that I want to secure town space in the south. So I want to double dig first action, claim G1 with a hard dig, and turn H5 brown. So that next round for me is all about securing territory. And then the following round is about... I'm not sure what the following round's about. Dwelling scoring would be a lot more points, but I need to upgrade ship, and I think that... I don't know, this is tough. So I guess if I pass on to dwellings... No, I think it's too early for that. I think this is going to be an early pass on to Temp Ship. I'm giving up a lot for it, but I'm going to get 4... Unless I'm mistaken, I'm going to get 4 brown hexes out of it. Yeah, I'm sure that greeting the south was the right move deranged, but we'll see. And I will have the ability to take a long round next round, so maybe the scoring tile was better. There's 3 scoring tiles in this game, and the ones, personally, I end up caring about those most in rounds 5 and 6. Now, it's not always possible, particularly at a strong table, to pull it off, but I can sort of adjust my passing tempo accordingly. So this might be the last power we use for spades here. Yeah, this engineer's game looks not too bad. Darkling's points look pretty nice as well. So I'm going to have to deny this leech. Yeah, I think you're right that passing on to the dwelling tile was better. Builds our worker icon as well as shipping. Coins. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying something else. I think we're sticking with the plan here. I think we're double digging to claim G1, H5, and then we're hoping for a coins action the following round. So I could even potentially... No, I guess everybody's claimed the points tiles, as I probably should have. My point total is very sad right now, I gotta say. But I love this cult standing. And these last 2 rounds are gonna be pretty insane for me, I think. Ooh, can I even split my digs in the way that I think I can here? I was hoping to use a double dig for G1, and then split. Sorry, use this. Here, hold on. What am I doing? This is turning red. I was hoping to use 3 digs in one double dig action, 2 of them on G1 and 1 of them on H5, by spending 3 workers. Yeah, so I think witches are going to go for 3 bridge towns here. So they're going to need bridge actions in all 3 of these next couple of rounds if they want that, right? So it's obviously looking like a bridge town in the south for them. This is a bridge town that they already have here. Oh yeah, so they only need 2 bridge actions because they've already got one. And then I think like A10, A11, C5, D7 might be a town. It's interesting. So is this dig that I'm hoping to do actually impossible? Oh. Alright, well I can still hard dig for H5 if I want to. Yeah, I guess this was a pretty bad plan. And all of the scoring tiles are taken, so I'm not going to get a coins action. And a scoring tile going to round 5, so it looks like just round 6 I'm hoping for a scoring tile. Yep, I'm understanding. I see it now. So I think at this point my best move is secure a couple priests to cults, pass on to coins and coins, and then just hope for a monster round 5 and 6. I am going to secure some space in the south now as well. But I'm going to need 3 ship to connect, or 2 ship and I5. I don't think any of those southern hexes are threatened now, but there's that round 5 sanctuary, round 4 sanctuary for Darklings. This looks good for them. I guess I kind of may as well dig advance, right? 1, 2, because I want... My problem will still be coins. I can't get out everything I want. I think I'd rather... I don't think anyone cares about these southern hexes, do they? And Darklings need 3 ship. Darklings are passing very early here, aren't they? So that's not bad for me. Darklings need 3 ship to threaten H3 here, so that hex is safe. So maybe I do advance ship rather than hard digging H5 outright. Excuse me, advanced digs rather than hard digging H5 outright. Coins remain my biggest issue here. I'm going to be passing, we think, after Darklings. So, yeah. It would be 3 actions if I upgraded digs and took H5. 4 actions if I built out another. So I'm not having a very fast round after all. Coins are a little bit of an issue for most folks here, aren't they? Except engineers. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, gotta spend priests somehow anyways, I think it is. By advancing digs, and then next round, if I build another temple, I'm gonna run out of priests here, so... Well, one thing that these advanced digs will also do is make me feel a little bit better about my point total here. Yeah, so I could upgrade digs halfway deranged, you're saying. That makes sense. I am really dominating the cults here. I don't know what witches have done with their priests. I guess they've all gone to air. So there's their second bridge. They're going to be making up a lot of points in that final round. So I need to make sure. Whew, coins are an issue. I'm not even sure if I'd rather take the coins tile or the TP tile, assuming I'm not getting the coins action. Hi, Airedale. Thanks. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that's possible. All right, we're gonna upgrade ship digging again because I don't know. Because it's more efficient for workers, and I shouldn't be worried about workers, but here I go. All right, so I can build 2 dwellings if I want. That would be H5, H4, I think. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That involves a priest conversion rather than sending that priest to fire. I guess I shouldn't worry about those hexes down there at all. But I do need to take H5 because I'm on temp ship for this round and this round only. If I want to connect all of my structures, if I think I have a good shot at network, which I guess Darklings maybe aren't beating me, I don't know. If I think I have a good shot at network, then I am going to need to get onto 3 ship. Engineers advanced ship to 3, so they're going to have a big pass here. It looks like they might be going for a 3rd town up north. I'm going to build this without consideration for tempo, because I'm playing slow and it's time to pick it up. This Earth one's looking pretty happy right now. It's helped me get a lot of points. Darklings pass. If I want to, they're at a cool 71 points. With 2 to 3 towns coming in the final round if they can swing it. Did they convert down so that they maybe don't get a coins action? They're probably expecting lead from someone, right? 2, 3, 4. But they don't have enough power for a coins action right now. $40 points. It's true, Haredale. I'm actually over 40 points. Look at me go. Yeah, deranged, undervaluing the cult economy. Yeah, I feel like I saw this earlier in the game. I was like, these are good rewards. If I go culty, I'll capitalize on them. But I mean, the plan is for this last priest to go to cults. But I guess you're saying that I could have otherwise sent both priests to cults. I mean, I think this still looks good. No one's beating me on fire, probably. It's just one more. Like, I can max out my priest to cults next round to max out that bonus next round. And workers are the one thing I'm worried about least. So I don't know. Anyone who passes opens up a pass tile for VPs that I can pass on to. But that coins action is still sitting there. At this point, I wouldn't have access to it anyways. So engineers are going to do. They're going to pass. I'm getting a pass tile either way here. This priest is indeed going to fire. Yeah, I guess Deranged, I'm curious if you're saying that I should have sent 2 priests to fire rather than 1. That TP tile doesn't seem like a ton of VPs. That's a good point. I think I'm happier on the ship tile or the... I think I'm happiest on the dwelling tile, to be honest. I might just throw some digs at the ground to stall out witches. Unless I think that engineers are not taking the coins action, which you know what, they probably aren't. So as of right now, the only person with enough power starting next round for coins is going to be me if I pass, or engineers, who I think would prefer double spade. Because they're going to try to compete on network, obviously. And I think they want, like, B1, D1 over here. Maybe they want a bridge down. They need... There's a lot of bridge pressure in this game. I'm glad I got that bridge out of the way early. Alright, so witches are going to pass on to the ship scoring, I imagine. So they'll be able to take the coins action. So the question is, do I go temple next round? No, they pass on to the coins. 2, 3. What is happening? I'm getting bonus points and the coins action? That seems good. So am I building a sanctuary next round? It looks like 3 on 20 might be having some connection issues. I must say I'm kind of surprised by this pass for 6 coins. I guess maybe they really need a spade. Alright, we're at 43 points. I think I'm going to, and they've passed, I think I'm going to build out a dwelling now. I might be getting a coins action here. This is so wild. I'm going to build out a dwelling. And then I'm going to dig I7 to brown. Pass onto the dwellings. Get greedy and hope for a coins action here. So this round I'm basically building trading posts. And making sure I end on enough dwellings to score well. I think we're set up pretty well for the town round here. The range says the I'm out of coins and the should I build a temple do not mix. That's fair. Alright, so Darklings are going for their connection here. It looks costly to me. But that's town space anyhow. The trading posts aren't really in places where they're going to get towns out of them, are there? Yeah, we might consider templing for Fire 2, or otherwise maybe just Sanctuary for Fire 2 next round. I'm gonna have a lot of coins here. Yeah, I got a coins action. Oh no, witches got a coins action if they want it. Oof, that's very painful. So I guess witches knew engineers were gonna do that. Alright, well this line was greedy and maybe didn't work out great. First things first. Yeah, I think I want a fast round. Okay, we're doing this. So that all of our hexes are brown. We're gonna do probably one trading post. Which involves some ugly conversions. Maybe a dwelling after that, and then passing on to ship scoring. And we're going to try to play fast, because this game has been very long. I got a thing I gotta go to. Alright, I got like 45 minutes before I gotta be off. Alright. So, Fire 2. Will there be any copies left? Probably not. But if I'm on the ship scoring tile, yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess engineers can build their own bridges. They don't need the bridge action. Is this a Fire 2 for witches? No, it's a Water 1. That makes a lot of sense. We're gonna assume that I can get 3 power from the ship tile. I think I upgraded Trading Post for the last action of this round. Priest to Cults. I would like 1 Priest to Cult, definitely. Is anyone going to snag the 2-key town on me? It's entirely possible. Yeah, so I don't want to do conversions yet. I want to send the priest first. I'd love to have that 2-key town. So I want a scoring tile in the final round, coins action, 2-key town. So I'm going to upgrade G4. To a trading post so that I can Sanctuary Fire 2. If I think I can get all the second action next round. If I think I can get all of my towns. If I don't think I can get all my towns, then I'll just Sanctuary for Water 1 if it's still available. So that I get points for my upgrades at least. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Airedale. I'm going to convert my priest over. I still have 2, so that's my last priest to cult this round. So I'll turn that priest into a coin, or if I think I've got plenty of time, I could bump air with that priest for the power. And because being on spot 5 on all of the cults is cool. But yeah, I think it's a trading post upgrade, and then I'm gonna GTFO this round. Because Darklings look like they also want to pass. I guess what is the trading post is pure economy. But maybe it's too greedy. 4. No, Darklings have at least 1 more action left. So if I convert 1, 2, 3 for a trading post, I will have enough power for coins action, even if I don't get leech. Plus I'm passing on to a power tile anyhow, so connecting is going to be interesting. Maybe what I want to do is, if I think I'm still competitive for network, upgrade ship to 2 by the end of next round and claim I5. Alright, Darklings claim the first town, but they go with priest. So they did go for fire 2. I suppose they're looking to dig through E4, D3, or maybe bridge to B2 for a town. So they're going for 3 towns. I do love my cult standing here, but a lot of folks scoring a lot of points for the rest of this game. So we'll just see. What's my network going to be at right now in terms of these brown hexes I have available to me? Network's at 12. 13 if I dig I5. That seems competitive. Let's count it out after we pass. I'm not going to forget to convert. I am not going to forget to convert. 3. That's 5. We're going to make sure we get this extra worker out of the priest. Alright, so our point total is still looking sad, but the cults look very nice. Darkling's game doesn't look half bad here, to be honest. Yeah, Deranged, catching up on what you were saying, I was thinking that Darklings definitely had a temple one way or another. Because it was a temple round and they only had one priest producing building on the board. So I can accept this, right? And I shall. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's time for some maths. So, I'm gonna have oh boy, 14 workers, 2 priests, 20 coins after I take this coins action. Gonna rush the 2 key town, which means if I can get it, 2, 3. I don't know if I can. I think witches might take it. But if I can get the 2 key town, that's going to be even more power. Okay. So I think I do need, my gut says that I do need fire 2 in order to get all these towns here. But I've got to greed this coins action. At this point, I'd be happy with an 8-pointer instead of a, whatchamacallit, instead of the 2 key town. Okay, but if I sanctuary for water 1, excuse me, I'm going to need to build, I'm probably going to need to build a stronghold in order to get my towns out. Right? 1 trading post is already taken up. I need to save up some coins for ship upgrades as well. Airedale says, how have your games been going lately? Been struggling to race since our 2v2 games. Yeah, sorry to hear that you've been struggling in Arena. Yeah, Arena's rough with the extra scoring for me, at least. I have trouble keeping it all in my head. I've been playing pretty poorly live, but I've been playing like one very slow async game at a time. And I had a couple of really good games in a row there. Alright, well, engineers claim I-5, so that's our two-ship connection plan is lost. Darklings. Are Darklings even gonna connect on? Darklings look... I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if I care about network. So if I build out my towns and I'm only on these 12 hexes, I manage to get to 3 shipping, I'll pass for a lot of points. That's my network. Engineers are already at 11. Witches are... Wait, engineers... Engineers are already at 14. So I'm not going to beat witches or engineers at network. Is it worth trying to beat darklings on network? They're going to be at, if they make these towns, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12. It's going to be tight. I think it's worth going for it with darklings. So if I'm allowed to, I will Sanctuary Fire 1. Yeah, I think I'm going to Sanctuary Fire 1. Excuse me, Fire 2. And take the 2 key town. Which might allow me to still Temple for Water 1. I should really be doing more math, but my brain's a little bit mush at this point. But I feel pretty confident in being able to get 3 towns this way. And I think that's what's most important here, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to want to upgrade my ship anyways for the pass tile. Just a matter of, like, I could pivot culty if I need to. I guess that's what's happening here, is this 2 key town is culty anyhow. Here we go, Fire 2, and how much power am I getting? I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. So I want to do 1 coin conversion. Secure my cult life. That feels pretty good. So my next town I'm going to get by securing H3. Oh, Darklings can blow up H3 if they want to. That is only 2 ship away. I don't think they want to. I think they've got to stretch for their own towns and whatnot. Yeah, they got to secure D3. That makes sense. I think with my next town I will take the 8-pointer. I guess 2 8-pointers might have been better. But I feel like I also need the coins for these ship advances. So what am I doing? I think I'm hoping for a priest town. And then an 8-pointer. Eight-pointer gets me a lot of power, and 8-pointers are just good points. Priest town would be great because it allows me to. What am I trying to say? It allows me to get 9 points, plus have the priest I need to upgrade my ship 3 times. Oh, no priest left in my supply, eh? Yes, it's the 8-pointer. Yes, I'm gonna undo this. Okay. Didn't let me do conversions either. So we're going to upgrade ship once. And hope that the priest town's still available. So I think Darklings are going to probably snag that priest town, in which case I guess I'll just take the priest action. Because Darklings want... Maybe they need a ship town. Darklings do take the ship town. That is nice for us. I do think the 2 key, I may have been over-focused on it. I think that the 2 8-pointers would have just been good points here. So engineers are going to take a town. We'll see what they go for. So I'm guessing they'll take an 8-pointer. Yeah, that looks nice. And then witches, I guess, just need to secure. So witches are probably going to upgrade digs. Secure E1 that way. Or just double hard dig. Okay. Alright, well, we get the priest town. This is all working out pretty nicely, to be honest. I think I care more about the priest town than I do the 8-pointer. The 2 cults that everyone else is closest to me on, there is no open priest slots left. Someone would have to get sneaky with like a 3-step favor tile or something. Alright, well, our point total looks a little bit better. Which they're connected via D6. Range says. Let's see. Oh yes, yeah, it's 3 shipping. Yeah, they're connected 3 ship through the south, basically. The Darklings get out. I think this is like a 14th structure for them. And do they have... They don't. Okay, so what are they at? 3, they're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Darklings are at 13 structures, so we think we can be Darklings on network here. Which means I think I can Temple Water 2. Ooh, can I? This is where I need to actually do math. 8-pointer's a lot of power, but I don't get it. I think we're fine with the coins town. Alright, so what do I need? If I Temple for Water 1, and then I Trading Post H5, Trading Post here, and Dwelling, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 workers. I have 9. And that's 5. What is it? 5, 11, 13 coins, which I have. So I think claiming fire 2, excuse me, claiming water 1 here is simply 6 points, maybe 9. And then I'll dig down 1 more dwelling. Hopefully 2 more dwellings. 2. Yeah, so I'll take enough towns that I can get down ETH. I'll take towns such that I can get down E3, E2, I think. I guess the only concern is that Darklings do have... Nope, Darklings don't have a dwelling they can use, so... Temple Water 1 here. Oh yeah. Ship advances. So that's 8 coins. I'm going to probably take a 6 coin town. So this doesn't actually make sense. Yeah, I'm getting sloppy here. Can I undo my turn? I think it's too late, right? It's too late. We'll see how this goes. So now I'm going to take 2 low value towns. I guess all the towns are kind of low value at this point anyways, except the 11 pointer. But I did indeed forget about those ship advances. Yeah, that Temple Water one was, I think, a pretty big mistake. It's going to give me 6 points, but I could have just gotten a more expensive town anyhow. A more, point-rich town anyhow. Yeah, so Darkling's only got 2 towns, but they are at 121. Well, Darklings can get to... Nope, they can't. No, I think I botched this. I think I just swung... Did a 6 point swing against myself versus Darklings. Excuse me. So we'll see. I think I'm taking Leech if I can get it here, but let's see. We're at... Let's count total resources that I need to do what I'm doing, irrespective of what they are, because at this point I can do conversions for what I need to, so... 10, 11, 12, 13 resources for those structures, plus another 10 resources for the ship advances. It's 23. Right now I'm at 21. So and that's without building an extra structure out. So Darkland still beat me on network. So I think that the coin town is my best bet here. We've got what looks like maybe a disconnect here. Unfortunately, this game has gone very slowly. Alright, well, so this Temple Water one might be the reason why I do very poorly this game. I guess witches are going to be able to have Town Temple on me either way, so they're going to take the 11 pointer, certainly. So I guess from a town perspective, this didn't make a difference. It's just that if I can't at least tie Darklings on network, it's going to be a bit rough. But I think I can dig H1 to get down to Dwelling to tie Darklings on network. Oh, interesting. So witches pass Darklings with their landscape instead of taking the 5-point bonus. So I guess they're worried about swinging points versus Darklings. Darklings are passing for points here as well. Alright, well, we'll see if this coin town's enough. I'm not going to do the math because it's not going to change what I'm doing anyways. Either way, I'm building a town here. It's at least 10 points, that town. We might have another disconnect going on here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, we're going to give engineers free leech, or are we going to make them pay for it? We're going to give them free leech. Deranged asks, so overall, where do you think you could have done better this game? That's a good question. I think you've pointed out a lot of stuff that I could have done better for sure. I think that I managed to do well on Colts. I think that achieving 3 towns in the end, as intended, was good. I think that overall, it's tough to play well while streaming, like still pay attention to everything. I think that the temple for water one was strictly a mistake. I think I could have just built out more structures for points. It'll definitely be a mistake if I can't even upgrade my ship to high Darklings on network, but I think I might have just enough for that. Otherwise, yeah, the temp ship pass was, I think, a mistake as far as being able to not split my digs in the way that I thought I could, but it did allow me to like secure the space I needed for towns, so hard to say. Otherwise, I think it was a pretty safe assumption. I think that expecting to start on the spade tile was a pretty safe expectation. I think that 3 on 30 just played a fantastic game here without that space. Engineers and witches managed to cohabitate surprisingly well here. There's one other thing I was going to say. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning here, but I'm not totally sure. Who has more network between witches and engineers? I guess engineers are winning on network, huh? So witches are not actually looking great here. They are passing for more points than engies. Engineers still have a spade too. Wow. Yeah, there's one other thought I was having about what could have gone better. I'm trying to think of what that would have been. Yeah, I think getting greedy. The other pass that I did that was, I think, right. Or I think it was like a good idea, but it just didn't work out well. Was passing on to the dwelling scoring tile, going to the last round, expecting to get the coins action. So maybe it was obvious that engineers were double digging and that witches were going to get their build this dwelling, and that witches were going to get their, excuse me, the leech they needed for that action. But I don't know. I didn't see it, so I think that was fine. Ultimately, without that, maybe passing for the coins was better. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think ultimately this worked out pretty well, but I was definitely handed a couple of things pretty generously. So engineer's going to build out a dwelling here. Darkling's already passed. I'm going to build the trading post for coins, upgrade my ships twice, and hope I have enough for a dwelling. I could do the math right now, couldn't I? What do I need for that? So I need 5. Dwelling is 4 resources. Trading post is 5 resources. And the 2 ship grades are 5 resources, so that's 19 resources. I don't think I have that, do I? 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2. Yeah, right? What did I just say? That's 18, so I'm 1 short right now. So if engineers can avoid giving me power, they should. Are witches giving me power? I don't know. They have a spade. No, they don't. I don't know if witches are building any more structures. Yeah, the pace of this game continues to be very slow. I think, a large part of that, but we're almost there, folks. We're getting there. And we'll just see where it shakes out. As you can probably tell, I have not done the math to see where Everyone's points are ending. But I think this was a solid game all in all. I'm getting a lot of points off the Colts. Oh, good call, Derange, which is didn't take the 11-pointer. So they can hard dig down one more dwelling. I hope it gives me leech. That would be nice. I've got advanced shipping first, and they've got to do that one more time. I'm not sure what their plan is here. But oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, whatever. Too late. So if I get 2-for-1, or if I get 2 leech total, I'll be able to build out another dwelling. Otherwise, yep. So this is that 2-for-1 I was hoping for. Excellent. It's all coming together. So I lose 1 VP to be able to gain 3 VP. And that allows me to tie Darklings in that upgrade. They're down to 5 structures, and I'll be down to 5 structures. Bump on fire? I don't think I can bump on fire, right? I gotta use these priests for advancing shipping. Yeah, I mean, the 8-pointer would have been great, but engineers still wolfed them. I guess I could have just gone 8-pointer priest action. That might have been better. Oh, they're passing, so I don't get the leech. Oh yeah, because I didn't have any workers left. Alright, well, 'tis a shame. That's fine, I still get 2 points from using these workers for digs. Or I guess, yeah. They're definitely going to be... excuse me, definitely upgrading digs and ships either way. It's a lot of points. And we're going to transform this. And we'll see what this lands. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Just watching the final scores come in here. I've got no network points to my name, but a bunch more cults. So we'll see. Looks like I have Darklings beat. Witches and engineers tied on network. Alright, I only got 2. Wow, okay, so witches come out with... Oh, wow. So Darklings and I are gonna tie because of their resource points. Wow, close one. So it's tie for second place here. So I think that Some of those last round mistakes were consequential after all. Yeah, those cult points were sort of hidden, a little bit sneaky. Alright. Ultimately a good game. Yeah, so it wasn't the slowest thinker at this table. Well, not bad all in all. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I gotta run. Hope you all have a good day.